Okay, welcome to ArtPrize Production Video Volume 3. This week, I would like to take you into the concept of what we're trying to do and how we're trying to do it. The first couple videos were more how we're doing it, the production, more or less, and I kind of skipped over the whole concept and the whole idea and the ultimately the piece that we're creating, what we're creating and why, and what it looks like, what inspired me to do anything, paintings or sculpture along these lines at all. In order to do this, I want to bring you back to the first place where the concept first hit me, or I was inspired. So let's go and take a look at that. Okay, so here we are at the original site of my inspiration a couple years ago. I'm looking at this stream, which was much cleaner than it is now. An important thing that I think can still be seen, first of all, where you see right here, very little clues that there's water there. I mean, you and I both know there's water there, but you can see the bottom very clearly, as muddy as it is. As you back up and pan out, more clues that there is water flowing here are evident. Sparkles on the surface, reflecting, shows us that there's something above the rocks flowing. Our mind immediately picks up on that as water, obviously, but what are the clues that show us that? Ripples reflecting around the top of these rocks. As the water comes down smooth, barely perceivable that there's water there. Coming down here, hitting the rocks in some very fine ripples. Then, once it's kind of disturbed from its calmness, coming down and just really being stirred up, so that here, bottom's rocky, similar, and water's over the top of it. We can very easily tell there's water flowing because of the various effects of the light on the bottom, the light on the surface of the water, and it's very obvious that there's water here. What I want to key into with this piece is the idea that what we see of the water and the bottom and the beauty that's there is less than what we think we see. We are really just seeing clues that tell us there's water there. We're not seeing the water. The water is clear and pure. This bottom happens to be dirty and muddy, but the water is very clean and pure. And if it was clean like it was when I first came here to this spot, it was a new kind of stream bed that they created. It was very, the colors were brilliant, and the water was only perceivable where the disturbance in the surfaces took place, caused by the rocks that stick out of the water. So, in the piece, 3 rocks will stick out of the water, and there will be a difference between the bottom, like you can see right here, where it's wet, and the top. So here, once again, is the layout of the piece, and we see I highlighted the 3 rocks that stick out, and the red is the rock itself, and the white is where it's going to stick out of the water. This will be the only part of the piece that sticks out of the illusionary water. And as we pull in the glass pieces, or the general layout of the glass pieces, you can see how we want to create an illusion that there's water there by using these glass pieces to be the ripples that are bending, backing up, twisting, and then ultimately rippling and being all disturbed below the rocks, creating lots of distortion and cool light patterns below the rocks. And so hopefully, with these glass pieces suspended above the rocks in the stream bed, it will look very much like there's water there, and it's a moment in time just paused looking into a beautiful stream bed with the colors and the surface and the idea that there's crystal clear water there. That's what we're going for anyways. glimpses of this in the sculpture. This is what I'm after. Those rocks are distorted, flickering, all because of the features on the surface of the water. Look at this water right here. Getting a sun reflection, but very placid, non-active. Behold a rock interfering with the flow, and behold the interactions on the stream surface. You start with some very thin, ribbony lines, going to some wavier lines, headed towards a pretty chaotic, turbulent situation in this small scale here. Once again, exactly what I'm after. The clues that there's water are the change in the colors of the rocks below, darker, and when you see this up above here, this rock and its dryness, we know there's water. Not only that, but the surface effects of the light on the water are giving us a clue too, and the ripples in the water. So, I hope you understand now. I hope that gives you a better idea of what I'm trying to accomplish with this piece. And I'm just mesmerized by this. I don't know if you ever stop to take a look at it. It's just beautiful. You can't make this stuff up. In fact, it's very hard to create it. And it's just happening every day in a million places. The beauty of this. And imagine there's no seaweed and just beautiful, clean colored rocks below, which up in Canada is the case, where I got the color scheme and the idea for the real development of this idea came about up in Canada. But there you go.